My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 491. In this lecture, we will try to understand density based clustering. We have seen centroid based algorithms for clustering like k-means, k-medides. We are also seen hierarchical clustering based clustering schemes, which is nothing but agglomerative clustering. The third very popular type of clustering is density based clustering. So the core philosophy of density based clustering is this: given data set of points capital D equal to xi, you want to partition these points into dense regions. You want to partition this data set into dense regions, which you call them clusters. Dense regions means they are clusters, and sparse regions which may contain noise. So each of these dense regions means clusters, isn't it? Typically dense regions becomes your clusters, and dense regions are separated by sparse region. So you might wonder, what does dense here means? What does sparse here means? Sparse intuitively means that few points. Dense basically means that there are lots of points. There are many more points in the case of, just see, this I can say, just observe, let me say, this is dense region, isn't it? This is dense region, isn't it? This is sparse region, something like that. Yes, yes. Popular clustering scheme, I can say sparse basically means there are few points, but we will see how to mathematically quantify it. Dense based clustering is very popular clustering scheme, one of the most important popular density based algorithm is called Dbscan. Let me go to Wikipedia. Just say this is Wikipedia page on Dbscan. Wikipedia Dbscan page. Typically, your sparse regions are noise. That's the core idea. Just say, what is Dbscan? Density based spatial clustering of applications with noise. Yes, that's the abbreviation. How do you measure? How do you measure? How do you measure the density, isn't it? Because you are saying dense regions and sparse regions. For this, you want to measure density. So the big question here is, how do you measure density? There are lot of key ideas and concepts that we will learn in next few lectures. Ideas like min points. Min points means minimum number of points, epsilon, core point, border point, noise point, etc. We need to learn all these key concepts before we go and understand Dbscan algorithm. So in a nutshell, density based clustering is trying to divide data set into dense regions which are separated by sparse regions. Sparse regions typically contains noise points, and dense regions contains clusters. This is a core idea of density based clustering. Just go through this lecture. I will continue my discussion on Dbscan in my next lecture, that is in lecture number 492. Thank you very much.